Commtap is about empowering people who are working with children and adults with communication disabilities to make their work more effective. We do that by having a website where speech and language therapists can add in material collaboratively to make a big resource that teaching assistants and teachers can use in their day-to-day work for their support of children with communication disabilities. People have often asked us about training, and we don't really provide much training. We provide some training in using the site, and also as my knowledge of speech and language therapists, I know that it is actually very difficult to find training in the area of communication disability. There's a lot of training out there, but it's all over the place and difficult to find. So what we're going to do with the Commtap website is add a section of the site where you can find training that's going on in your area of the country. So our key challenges are, like any small organisation, funding and doing everything you want to do. With funding, we're very pleased that we have Canary Wharf funding our core costs, but we'd like more funding, like anybody, to be able to develop the resource much more effectively. So again, it's looking for funding providers to do that. Commtap actually gets me out of bed, amongst other things. Other things get me out of bed as well. But Commtap has been a fascinating project for me. I am a speech and language therapist, but through doing Commtap, I've learned computer coding to an extent that I don't think anybody else would have really consider possible or desirable for someone that's not their career. So I can almost say my career is that, as well as being a speech and language therapist. Communication disabilities do have a big effect on society, and one thing that a lot of people don't realise is that quite a large proportion of the prison population has a communication disability of some sort, and there's been estimates as high as 80%. So the things that can remedy that are early intervention with children, and that's been shown to be a very strong thing, and also services for adults, which are even more sparse than services for children. So my one change would be those two things, would be maintaining and improving services for young children, but also developing service for adults, and particularly the prison population, which is very much the area that people kind of like to shove under the carpet.